This new Facebook Live on the computer is weird to me.
Hey, everybody! What's up? Look, I keep wanting.
There you go.
There.
Now it's
better.
centered.
Yeah.
I think you pulled it back out because it was centered a minute ago.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So, oh, shoot.
Aren't y'all glad it's Friday?
Who is not glad that it's Friday?
I am so glad it's Friday. This has been a really long week for some reason. It's like up until most of the time on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, to me, things kind of drag, but then Thursday and Friday, forget it. It's nonstop. Hey, Max.
What's up, Max?
Hey, Greg and Michelle. Hey, guys.
No.
I've been watching y'all. Y'all look like y'all are having way too much fun, which is a good thing. So I hope y'all are doing well. So Stephanie has her little list of all the things that we're going to talk about, and I'm going to let her get to it.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're going to start out then. So I wrote down what the new real estate updates were for this week. It might be for last week because it's not technically the end of the week yet. But the new listings last week, there were 11 new listings.
For
and
all
this is
of
for
where?
Covington area.
Okay.
This is just the 30014 zip code. I figured that's where we're located at our office. So that's kind of where I try to stay. It's typically about the same in the surrounding areas. The most concerning thing to me, though, looking at the statistics, we only had 11 new homes that got listed, and we had 21 homes go under contract. So that's kind of a big deal. That means that there's a discrepancy. There are 10 less homes on the market for buyers to look at.
Yeah.
So then I went over to sales prices, what that's trending at, and it totally makes sense that because of the fact that we do not have enough homes listed right now, homes are actually being sold for more than their list price right now.
Yeah. So if you're thinking, again, you guys, you're going to want to get that house out there and get it listed. And there's ways around us being able to, if you're a little nervous about COVID, we have got that figured out. Mm-hmm. Call us and we'll let you know how we can do that.
Yeah. And also, I wanted to specifically bring this up for our buyers. I'm working with a couple of buyers right now, and Dwayne is working with a ton of buyers. What we are seeing is very competitive right now. We have gone up against a multiple offer situation every single time for the past couple of weeks. And we're seeing that we're putting in full price offers and we are not getting these homes. So that tells me that a lot of the time we're being beat out by people that have put in more than the asking price. So
yeah, which is good for sellers.
Yeah, it's great for sellers. I just want the buyers to be prepared. You might want to talk to your agent. If you don't have an agent, give us a call because we have options. It's just we would have to explain it to you, and you might want to think about looking at a home that's just a little bit under whatever your cap is. That way you can offer just a tiny bit more, depending on the home, though. That's the biggest thing. Always listen to your agent when it comes to that. It really depends on the home.
Yeah.
So that was the whole real estate update. The other things I have wrote down for the little Fun Day Friday tips and stuff like that. Those of you that live up close to me in the Walton County School District, we're going back to school on time. All these parents are like, yes, we're so excited. We're going back on August 4th.
See, and I've also, Savannah's school, they're saying, or Phoenix's school now, they're saying July 31st.
Yeah, so I think everyone in our general area, we're all going back to school on time. The school districts have said that they're fully prepared for everything. They're implementing new cleaning measures and all kinds of stuff. My kids are a little worried. They're thinking they're going to have to sit in a little plexiglass box. We will see what actually has to happen, though. And they also have backup plans for those of you that are still quarantining at home. You do have the option of doing school from home.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean, they're being really cool about this.
I've also heard of certain school districts, and I don't know if it's Georgia or just somewhere else, to where they're doing a split schedule, mm-hmm. and they will only have so many kids at one point in the day, And then other kids will come in at one point in the day where there's the first set goes home.
Yeah.
So that they don't have as many in class as normal.
Right. Well, and that's what my kids are both in band at the high school in Walnut Grove. And they have band camp every summer. And right now, you can have 50 people on campus at a time. So, and there's obviously more than 50 kids in the band. So they're actually doing a split schedule. They're cutting the band in half. And some of them will either go in the morning or in the afternoon, or they'll go one day and then another group will go another day, just so that they can stay within the guidelines. So that's an option that a lot of schools are taking right now.
Yeah.
So
hi, Billy.
So that was what I had for local. Here's what I've got for nationwide stuff. How many of you guys remember Chuck E. Cheese from when we were kids? I'm so devastated to tell you that they have filed Chapter 11.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
I'm brokenhearted. I mean, seriously, you got like that nasty, funky foot smell whenever you walked in the door,
yes.
And you had that like really bad pizza.
Yeah.
But
there's that one place you can go and get alcohol.
Yeah, I know. It was really cool
That
that the parents could sit there and drink beer while the kids play.
I think that's such a bad idea.
I think they did it on purpose. Think about this. So parents get drunk, right? And they're going to spend more money while they're drunk. So they're just going to hand their kids dollar bills and stuff. Her phone's falling.
Sorry, y'all.
There's like a little earthquake going on there.
Okay. Hopefully we're good.
So I will say though, they did file Chapter 11, but they do not have to close every single one of their stores. Are they considered a store or a restaurant? That's
an event facility.
Yeah, there's something along those lines. They don't have to close all of them. They were only closing a certain number of them. And this is nationwide. So I looked up specifically for Georgia. The one in Conyers is not closing, but the one in Macon is closing. So if you have not been to Chuck E. Cheese lately and you don't want them all to get shut down, I would suggest that you go and take your kids or your grandkids or have a couple of friends, I don't know, and go and have a fun day at Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm looking a hot mess, y'all. I look like I should be running to eat some sushi.
I dressed nice all week this week, and then I had to get alive, and I'm sitting here wearing my exercise clothes.
Yeah, well, with your great tan. Oh, she got a great tan when she went on her motorcycle riding trip.
That's called, well, I'm not saying anything negatively or positively, but in my family, I have not had anyone in my family have skin cancer. So
that's so nice.
Yeah.
You're so lucky.
I mean, I can't remember a time that we ever had to use sunblock or anything like that. I don't think I've ever used.
Shut your mouth. It's not fair.
Okay, so those of you that don't know my husband, he's like white. He's a blue-white, like you can see, but he's like Lynn. And the whole trip, like every single morning, I'd be like putting suntan lotion on him or sunblock or whatever. And he's like, "Do you need something?" I'm like, "No, don't put that on me. I don't do that." And then every time we stop, I'd like make sure I slathered him down again. He looks perfect. He still looks just
as white as ever.
Yeah. He does. Yeah, he has no.
We'll start calling him Snow White.
Yeah, he has no weird lines. Now I got weird tan lines going everywhere, but I'm okay with that. So yeah.
Chuck E. Cheese, man. I'm sorry, but the big mouse always freaked me out. And you know how many kids it freaks out?
I know that. And I never was. I always loved the little animatronics people up there.
I did like the animal. It's like the monster ride at Six Flags. I love that ride, even though it is so freaking old and it looks really old. But I loved it. It was my favorite ride when I was a kid. But I'm also that person that loves going to haunted houses during Halloween. I love all that stuff. Just get me scared. You don't? Nope. Oh, love it.
I think I would be okay. So most everyone knows I grew up in Florida. So I went to Howl of Scream and stuff like that. Whenever I was a kid, when I was a teenager, back then they were not allowed to touch you. The actors were not allowed to come. They are now.
Oh, at yours?
Yeah, like Howl of Scream they are.
And knocked out.
That's the thing. So whenever back in the day, they weren't allowed to come within a certain like distance to you. And now they can get all up in your face. They're allowed to touch you. And I'm like, no.
That's a bad idea.
That's not happening. So
that's a really stupid. Who agreed to that?
So that's my whole thing. Like, I won't go to that kind of stuff anymore because if you touch me, I might go to jail.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to do that. That's the scariest thing in the world.
Especially my daughter. Y'all touch her. We have conditioned her from the time she was little. And she immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
So go right ahead. Y'all gonna have a good time with that one,
right? So there's that. But so she was talking about like the whole animatronics thing. This is a big, huge deal for a lot of people. I don't think it's in Disneyland. I think it's only at Disney World. There's a ride called Splash Mountain. It was one of my favorite rides in the entire world from when I was the tiniest little kid. Like, literally, It's a Small World and Splash Mountain were my go-to rides. No. And because of everything that is going on, Splash Mountain is being redesigned into the Princess and the Frog, which I think is cute. Oh, because I do like the Princess and the Frog, and I love Tiana.
Yes.
But I'm a little devastated by the fact that the animatronics that are 50 years old are being changed out from Splash Mountain. Like,
I wonder what they do with those old ones. Kind of like, I wonder if there's a graveyard for old animatronics. Ooh, that'd be a good scary movie, y'all.
There is an entire town underneath Disney World.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
So like all of the stuff that
excuse me, everybody.
All of the stuff that they're not currently using right now, it is all in storage underneath Disney World. So I don't know if people paid it. They used to do tours where you could go and see some of the backstage stuff. I don't know if they still do that or not anymore. The only reason why I know a lot about it is my aunt used to work for Disney. So she used to tell us all kinds of stuff, and we used to go to Disney constantly. Like, constantly. We would go over there just for dinner. So, I'm not too sure. So, I know that I'm not trying to bring politics into anything, and I don't want to talk politics. So I wanted to bring up the whole changing of the Splash Mountain thing. I'm not bringing up the reasoning for it or anything along those lines, but I am curious as to how many people have been to Disney World and been to Splash Mountain, and that was kind of one of your iconic rides from going to Disney World, and how you feel about it changing over to the Princess and the Frog. I think the Princess and the Frog is so cute. Like, Peyton was little when that came out, so I watched it a bunch. So that was a cute movie. So that was my whole list, and I managed to get my whole list done in 12 minutes. And I can't see. I don't know who's watching with us. Max, you're watching. Hello. You know what? Talking about Max, this is completely off the cuff. I don't have it written down or anything like that. He had on his Facebook a couple of days ago. I don't remember what day you put it on there, Max. He's thinking about opening up a food truck. And we were all trying to figure out what kind of food would be best for a food truck in our local area. So those of you that are like Conyers area, Covington area, what are we missing out on? I will tell you, specifically because yesterday after going to the gym, I went to Dairy Queen, and the line was literally out onto Highway 278 going east and west. They had lines out, and then they had the lines for the drive-through. So I didn't go and get it. So my vote would be for a milkshake truck because Dairy Queen's a little lacking in their speedy service. But for food, though, if anyone could give us some little ideas, what do they think would be a great food item to be on a food truck? And where would you be likely to go to get this food from this food truck? Like, would you expect it to be somewhere close to Covington Square? Would you expect it to be somewhere like over by Kroger? Where would you go for this food? So that would be great if anyone, even if you're watching this post, like if you're watching this Facebook video 2 months from now, I applaud you and you're the best person in the world. But still answer that question in the comments. Just let us know what kind of foods you would like to see. So hopefully that'll help us figure out what would be best for him to do. And I think a food truck is such a cool idea. I know that they do it in Atlanta a lot. There's a lot of not necessarily food truck conventions, but like food truck days where there's a bunch of food trucks and you can go and get food from them. And I've lived all over the U.S. and there's other states or cities that do the same thing as well. So it would be nice to see something like that here, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how people feel about that kind of stuff. Y'all tell me how you feel about it. Would you think that a food truck would be weird? I don't know. I'm guessing. So that's kind of all I have now that I think about it. Lynn's been really busy. All of our houses that we had listed for sale are under contract. So she's been really busy with negotiations and getting that kind of stuff taken care of, dealing with the buyer's agents and stuff like that. And I've been busy making sure that all of the transaction paperwork is up to date and is all signed everywhere that it needs to be signed. That way our transaction coordinator at our brokerage doesn't get on to me. Dwayne is really busy with buyers. I wanted to do a Facebook Live earlier this week and I just got swamped. But if you guys know of any homes, it could already be listed. I don't even really care. It could be listed. It could be for sale by owner. It could be your brother, sister's, mama's, daddy, and they're thinking about selling their home. If you could just kind of let us know what you see out around town. We have a couple of buyers that are looking for some starter homes, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath starter. Nothing super huge. We have another one that they are looking for. We have some people looking for investment properties. So if you know of a home that might be a little bit distressed and needs some upgrading, definitely let me know about that one. And we also have 2 buyers that are looking in the $300,000 range. These are all people wanting to stay in the Covington area, Connors area, even up by me, Loganville, Walnut Grove, kind of sort of Monroe, not necessarily in Monroe downtown. Who else? I'm trying to look at our list on the wall. So that's an investment. Starter home. Yeah, so basically we're looking for something 150-ish range for the starter home people. For the investment people, it could be any kind of price range, just something that's not a complete gut, but something that just needs a little bit of upgrading. And then, like I said, up to like $300,000, that would be great. So if you guys see anything, let us know. We would appreciate it because stuff is flying off the shelves. So that's all I got today, guys. I don't have anything funny. I don't think Lynn had anything fun or funny either. She's been on the phone all morning. So let us know if there's anything we can do to help. We are here for you. It doesn't have to be necessarily buying or selling. If you're looking for contractors, if you're looking for pest control people, if you're looking for plumbers, electricians, we've got them all in our back pocket. So there's that. I have completely run through my list. I don't have anything else.
Okay. So, sorry, you guys. My daughter is taking her first trip with her girlfriends by herself, no adults. And that's the first time I've heard from her since she left. And so I was trying not to be the paranoid mom and call her every 15 minutes. So y'all, I'm sorry. I love y'all, but I don't love y'all as much as I love her. So
I just put a tracker on my tips. I know where they are.
I do have a tracker, but unfortunately where she's at, there is no service up there. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Let us know what you do. I'm curious what fun things you get into. And I've got birthday parties all weekend. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, hopefully Sunday will be a day of rest. So
That'd be nice.
you guys enjoy.
Yeah. And we will be back on Monday. We'll
Yeah.
tell you how our weekends were. Y'all tell us how your weekend was. Like I said, let us know what kind of foods you want Max to cook. We need that for the food truck.
Yes.
Then again, when it comes to if you see for sale by owner or anything like that, let us know because we got to get these buyers of ours some homes.
Please.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Have a good weekend.